Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, my tipsters. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Daily Tips with Monica. I appreciate you guys for coming. Good morning, Winston. Good morning, Chef Orel Young. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Winston, for sharing me out. Chef Orel, I may not do a two strand twist, but I can give you some daily tips that can um, help you each and every day. So thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. God bless each and every one of you guys. Um, I'm going to wait a few minutes and we're going to go ahead and we're going to read the devotion. I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys for supporting me and doing my daily tips. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Good morning, NQ's World. How you doing? Thank you for coming. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you, Chef Real Young. Me myself, I'm not a person that does a lot of hair, but I don't do hair. I got a wig. So I don't do a two strand twist, but I can help you. I can motivate you. I can get your day started very well. But thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you for coming. I heard something. Okay, well, thank you for coming. You won't be disappointed with the tips. Um, you will not be disappointed. Just know that. Just know that you will not be disappointed. Whoever sent you here must know I had a good word for you. So, guys, what we're gonna do is, guys, whew, the devil just been on it today, y'all. He, he just won't let me get this message out. But what I'm gonna do now, guys, I'm gonna read the daily devotion for today. Just allow me one moment while I pull it up. The daily devotion is how strong is my faith. It is part of our daily prayer. Can be asking God to present to those who are suffering that day. That is Matthew chapter 8 to 23rd through the 27th verse. How can I work to end injustice? That is the topic of the devotion. Injustice abounded in Israel, and the prophet Amos is letting the people know that God is not happy. Injustice abounds in our world today, and I'm sure that God is not happy with us either. Although we cannot solve all the problems that injustices creates. Good morning, Mia 2000. Um, we do have choices to make in our own circle of influence. When I was a child, my family and friends of different religions and cultures, I don't remember my father speaking disrespectfully of anyone. This is most likely why I don't have an us and them attitude. My children also have friends of different races, religions, and cultures. One day, as I arrived home, two little girls walked by and asked me if I had a cat. Since my cat was sitting on the windowsill, it was pretty clear that I had a cat. I said yes, and they told me that had to be careful because a certain ethnic group killed cats and ate them. These children were also um, aware that my next door neighbors were from this particular country. I told them that they were mistaken, that my neighbors were very nice people. These children were only 7 or 8. Where did they learn such prejudice? Most likely they heard it at home from their parents. We can be part of the solution by not encouraging prejudice at home or among our friends. We can work with groups that help the poor and the vulnerable. We can help to see that our laws protect all people by learning about those who run for public office, support those who support Christian values. We can be part of the problem or part of the solution. you you love all your children. And when you see injustice, you are not happy. Eyes and ears, so that we may be part of the solution and not part of the problem. Amen. So um the um this is about speaking about injustice. Is we being part of the problem or we being a part of the solution? We have, when a injustice has happened, we have to speak on the injustice. We don't need to teach our children prejudice. Prejudice is taught. It is taught. Don't no one wake up and one day and you could be prejudiced against anything. You can be prejudiced against a religion. You could be prejudiced against how someone lived their life. It's different forms of prejudice and injustices. Just because, like, people that, like, some people think that people that come from the foreign countries, like the Arabs, they may think they every time they get on a plane, they may think that they're going to blow up the plane every time they come on the plane. But that's not the case. You cannot. You have to be part of the solution and not the problem. It's y'all, like, ever since the George Floyd incident. Good morning, Jefferson Jukes. Thank you, Mia. Ever since the George Floyd situation. Good morning, positive mukbanger. Ever since the George Floyd situation, guys, it's been a lot of people. Some people of different races. I'm gonna say this. They have been part of the solution, and then some of them is part of the problem because they feel like, well, if it didn't happen to me, then it's not my problem. But please know this: if you're not talking on it, if you're not talking on it, then you're part of the problem. You are part of the problem if you're not speaking on it and letting people know that this is wrong. That means that kind of mean, if you're silent about it and not saying nothing, that kind of make it seem like you don't care, and that if it ain't affecting you, hey, it ain't got nothing to do with me. And you shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't be that way towards people. If you know an injustice has taken place, know, please know this. Speak on it. If you know someone is being prejudiced or mistreating and people at your job, do something about that. Even if they come against you or not, just know that an injustice was done and it's time to speak on it. Don't let people get away with being prejudiced. Do not do that. It's so many people nowadays that's going against prejudiced people that be all on. It's bad on social media. That's why I really don't get on Facebook, because sometimes people just say the meanest things. Good morning, Becky with Charlene. How you doing this morning? Some people say the meanest things and then get upset when that people come for their jobs. But guess what though? You're part of the problem. When you out here calling people niggas and you black people, y'all kill each other. So what's the problem? I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna get down to where we live. I am gonna get down where we live. When that's not being part of the solution. Yes, Facebook is a circus. Facebook is a circus. But we have to know that if something is not right, you have to go ahead and speak on it. Like me, if I feel like, and this with a friend, somebody I know, or somebody like that I know is a good person or something like that, it's hard for me to just be quiet when people are taking advantage of them and speaking negative of them. They want to use them up, but they want to speak negative and down on them too, all in the same sense. That's not right. And to me, that's not right. And then I be wanting to warn that person that you got to be careful because this person, they're not saying they love you and want to be around you like that. But you know what I'm saying? You don't want to seem messy. But and you do not want to seem messy. So that's why it's hard to come to people and talk to people about when people have done them wrong behind their back and injustice has been done. But when it comes to people being prejudiced and things like that, go ahead and talk on it. No matter if they get mad at you or not, because you know what, you don't want no one to be sitting up here being uncomfortable at their job because of another individual being prejudiced, calling you a nigger, calling you even white people a white honky. It's so many words and negative things people have said about each other that is prejudiced. It's black people that is prejudiced against white people too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't only against black people, and it's white people. I mean, some black people are prejudiced against white people, and that's the truth. We have to take that truth too. Okay, guys. So what I am going to talk about today, guys, is, and I don't want anybody to get offended. I'm not. I hope you guys got the devotion. Good morning. Good morning, Anita. Okay, that is fine. Um, what we're going to talk about today, guys. I hope you got the devotional. Um, what we're going to talk about today is, guys, we're going to talk about tips on not taking your blessings for granted. Have you ever had that feeling that you are not being grateful enough for the things in your life? Maybe not very often, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you can be busy working and just doing your everyday life things like work, things like getting up, getting what you need done in your life. And then you see a person, that is painting a picture, holding a brush with his toes and has no hands. And it hits you that you're so busy trying to make your life better that you forget that it is already beautiful. And you become guilty for not being happy enough. Here are some tips that you can use to not take your blessings for granted. The first thing is be thankful. Words cannot describe how many people just don't care about what they have, honestly. People this day and age is only think about when they need a like or something for Thanksgiving some some hope. That is sad. It is sad that this generation cannot give thanks to the people that is around them. We need people to teach some random act of kindness because that will go a long way. Wake up every morning and be thankful. Just say thank you, and you will be glad that you did it. So be thankful for everything that you have. Never take what you have for granted because you can lose it tomorrow. Honestly, you can lose everything that you have tomorrow, and you'll be in the same situation like that guy in that painting or that homeless person that you look down upon. Don't take what you have in life for granted. Be grateful each day that God gave you breath in your, first of all. Then the second thing is be grateful that you're able to have clean clothes on your back because there's many people that don't have that. Many people wake up and they living under a bridge and they have to keep the same clothes and underwear on. So be grateful for that. Be grateful for what you have. Be thankful. Don't just be thankful on Thanksgiving and don't be thankful on Christmas and holidays. Be thankful each and every day. Be thankful. Be thankful what God has blessed you with. Good morning, the McRae Kingz. Happy anniversary. Be grateful. Be thankful. It's so many. Be thankful. I'm gonna tell you something. Be thankful for the people that is in your life right now that is encouraging you, that loving on you, don't mind giving to you. Don't take those people for granted. Don't take those people for granted that's doing things in your life to help you because they don't have to. So don't use those people up. And then when you get through using them up, you want to kick them to the curb. You can't be that way. You cannot be that way. You have no use for them when you have used them up or when they tell you they ain't got it. So then you don't have nothing for them. You can't be that way. Be thankful for that person for the time that they was able to give you something. Don't be ungrateful. It's so many people that is ungrateful, guys, and not thankful for what they have. They want more. They want more. They want it's sad that people can't just be happy with where they at now in their life. There's nothing wrong with wanting more, but be grateful for where you at now. Because I'm gonna be honest, for where I was living a couple years back, I didn't have my own home. I was living in an apartment. But I'm grateful that God allowed me to purchase my own home at a young age. So be thankful for everything in your life. Everything. No matter what. Be grateful and thankful. Thank God every morning. And I have to do that too. And then when I think about it, I hadn't done it, I just say it right then. I'd be like, thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. If you can't thank God for, if you can't be thankful for nothing else, be thankful for God waking you up this morning, closing you in your right mind. You're able to move your arms, your legs, and walk. Many people don't do that. Many people can't do that. Some people laying in their bed of affliction. Some people may not even live to see the next day. So don't never take your life for granted, ever. Okay, guys. So the second thing is live in the present. Please stop living in the past. It does not get you anywhere. Don't always dwell on something that has happened because it will never put you in your future. Something will happen in your life, like something bad may have happened, and you'll have to go back to that place where the same thing has happened, and then it'll put you back in that negative past. So you have to stop thinking like about it. We have all been there. We have all been in a place where we think about our past when situations come up. But dwelling in the past will bring you down, especially when you have made a mistake. So make time to live in your present. If you are disappointed or upset about something that you have done, change it. Make it better. Live in the now and don't ever go back. So live in your present. Don't take your present for granted, your future for granted. Do not take your future for granted. Good morning, Angel Light Over Darkness. How you doing? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Um, don't take those things for granted, guys. Don't take your future for granted because you're so wrapped up in your past. Thank you for coming. Thank each and every one of you guys for coming. If I have not spoken to you guys, thank you for coming. God bless each and every one of you guys. Present. It's so many of us that has, because I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of thinking about the past mistakes that I have made and I dwell on it, or something that happened a couple days ago and that really made me upset and really may hurt my feelings. And then I'm dwelling on that and I can't focus on my future or the good things that is happening right now in my life. So what I end up doing is I dwell on that past stuff that ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right now. So live in your present. Don't worry about that past stuff. It don't define you today. And I have to tell myself that I have um like I talk to Tremel often. And Tremel, he always talk to me, and we always have a serious conversation. It's good to have people that you can talk to and have a serious conversation. Tremel, he noticed that in me, that I sometimes live in the past. And he always encouraged me to, like, Monica, just focus on you. Focus on your self-worth. You are more worthy than what you think. And I appreciate Tremel for that, because Tremel, he's like a brother to me. He like my big brother, him and Joe. So I'm learning how to live in the present. I'm learning how to not dwell on my past things that don't define who I am. If, like it says, if you want to change that, don't allow it to happen again. Don't allow whatever that happened in the past. Don't let it happen again. Do not let that happen again. What you done, if you made a mistake, don't let that happen again. Do not allow it to happen again. Do not allow whatever that was that you can't get past happen again. Don't allow a person, if you feel in your mind, I cannot allow a person to mistreat me or make me feel this way ever again, then you make sure that it don't happen again. If you say, I'm not going to let nobody tear me down the way that they tore me down, then don't let them happen again. Don't take your future for granted. Because when you're dwelling on the past, you can't look at your future and the good things that can be happening in your present and that's going to happen in your future. So, guys, the third thing is okay, Mia, thank you. Um, the third thing is forgive. Why do we as people take others' forgiveness for granted? When we have fallen out with a family member or friend, and it could be something simple and that could be laughed at, but instead we take all forgiveness for granted and we shoot our friendships down. For example, like um if a friend comes to your house and borrows something without your knowledge and they bring it back, would you consider that? Answer this question. Would you consider that? Would you be upset about that and end your friendship? Would you end your friendship because your someone came to your home and borrowed a blow dryer or something that they needed? Would you end your friendship for that? I wouldn't. I'll say, girl, you could have called and told me that you was going to borrow this, but I wouldn't end my friendship. But don't be silent about it and just end your friendship because you didn't want to speak up for yourself. If you are upset with um good morning, Florida Williams, how you doing? So don't ruin your friendships so easy because you didn't have the courage to say something. Know they if they are taking from you and taking advantage of you, that is a different story. Then you should end the friendship. But we take forgiveness too way too seriously. So forgive, be a forgiving person. I always speak on being a forgiving person because we knew, but don't. Let me tell you to the ones that's asking for the forgiveness though. Don't take a person forgiveness for granted. Don't don't tell someone. Don't ask someone for their forgiveness and then do the same thing that you did. That's not that you really didn't want their forgiveness. You just asking for their forgiveness so they can stay in your life and you can continue to take advantage of them. If you really forgive someone and if you really want someone's forgiveness, you don't do the same things. And you try to do better. You try to treat them better. You work at treating them better. And if you are forgiving someone, you never speak on it again. You don't go on a tangent because we're guilty of this. We don't go on a tangent and continue to talk to the next individual about what that person did to you. That's just taking that friendship for granted. You're not really forgiving the person. You say you forgive them, but you really don't. And if you forgive them wholeheartedly and never speak on it again. If you really forgive somebody, and if you wanting forgiveness, do not do the same things. Do not take from a friend. Do not steal from a friend. Do not take that friendship for granted. Don't sit up here knowing that you have money. Knowing that you have money. This is what taking a friendship, a good friendship, knowing you have money, but you steady borrowing money from them. Steady borrowing money, taking their money, and then using it for other purposes and making it like you're so broke, knowing that you're not. That's taking your friend for granted. Knowing that they got it. So you be like, they got it. They got it. But that's taking your friend for granted because you don't know. Your friend may have gave you their last few dollars because they love you just that much. Good morning, Florida Williams. I'm doing great this morning. How you doing? So when you forgive wholeheartedly and never speak on it again. Never speak on it again. And that's and that and never take that stuff for granted. Never take forgiveness for granted. Never do that. The fourth thing is make memories. I know y'all saying like make memories. What do you mean by that? What I am saying is make memories with your family. If you have elderly grandparents and elderly if they want to spend time with you and take you out for lunch and dinner, allow them. Do not think that they will be here tomorrow because circumstances do come up and you will live with regret. Make the most of the time you have with the people who love you and never take that time for granted. So make memories. Make memories, guys. Make memories with the people that actually do love you. If you have an elder grandparent, grandparents or mother and father, spend some time with them. Because tomorrow is not promised. If you have a brother or a sister that you really don't, you know, you really don't spend time with or anything like that, spend some time with them. Spend some time with the people you love. Don't be so busy in your life. And this could be really, I feel like this could be anybody in your family, husband, children, or whatever. Don't be so busy in your life you take their time for granted. That you so wrapped up in yourself and what you have going on, you can't take the time to spend some time with them and do things with them to create memories. Because let me tell you something, when they put that, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is what I kind of took my father for granted. Because I didn't really have I had a close relationship with my dad, but I didn't spend enough time with him. My realization was this: when my stepmom put like she was able they allowed her to close the casket. She decided to close the casket. She pulled whatever the little sheet was, she pulled the little sheet over his body and then she closed that casket. That was the realization that I had, that I took my dad for granted. Because guess what, He in the grave. He going to the grave, and I ain't gonna never see him again. That was my realization, and that is so true for us. Don't take don't take the people in your life for granted, because every day ain't promised. Every day is not promised. So appreciate that time that you have. If your mom and dad, I know this pandemic it's like kind of hard, but you know what? If your parents have Facebook, teach them how to use Facebook so y'all can FaceTime one another and talk and just have a conversation. If that means that you go to their house and you talk to them through the window, whatever you have to do just to get that time in, because you want to make memories. That's what's so great about this. Even though like some people, like they birthday, elderly people, like their birthday or something, and they can't really be around people, they do those drive-by birthday celebrations. You know why? That's creating memories. That's gonna always be a memory. So creating memories. Don't take the people in your life for granted. The fifth thing is, guys, be yourself. Don't let others tell you that you can't be yourself. But do not take yourself for granted either. What this means is, don't live each day wishing you could be somebody else. And it's okay to admire other people in your life. Supermodels, actors, but you shouldn't want to be that person, because at the end of the day, when you begin to get older and learn how to fend for yourself, you're not going to be thinking about you weren't in this lifetime. You'll be thinking about all of your accomplishments and the people you will love and miss. You'll be thinking about that one time you wanted to conquer your fear and a friend or family member helped you. Overall, remember to laugh. You shared as remember the laughs you shared as an individual. And that what is important. Stay true to yourself always. So always be yourself. Don't take yourself for granted. Don't want don't don't try to live up to someone else's expectation of you. Live to your own expectation. Conquer some of those things that you want to conquer in life. You don't want to live in life and regret that. Oh, I should have did this. I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to, like I said, conquer some fears. And somebody helped you with it. So don't take having fun and living your life to the fullest for granted, because we will do that. We will do that. We cannot take our life for granted, because, like I said, every day ain't promised. So live your life to the fullest. Live your life to the fullest potential that you're going to live your life. And don't let nothing or nobody stop you. If there's something in your life that you want to do it. Don't compare yourself to other people, because you wasn't raised like other people and you have a different mindset from other people. So guys, I these are the daily tips. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and recap. I'm gonna go ahead and recap. And once again, guys, thank you for coming. Thank you guys for coming so much. Whew. So guys, what we talked about today is taking your blessings for granted. Don't take your blessings for granted. Um, the first thing is be thankful. That means that be be thankful for everything you have in your life. Don't take those small things for granted, because just like that, you can lose them, and then you'll be in situations may be hard to get out of. So wake up each morning and just say, thank you, Lord, for what I have. Thank you, Lord, for waking me up, giving me breath in my body and me in my right mind. The second thing is live in the present. Don't always dwell on the past. Don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on your past. Don't dwell on your past. Focus on your future and focus on your no first focus on your present, then focus on your future. That stuff in the past is the past. And like we always say, ain't nothing we can do about the past, but we can do something about this present. We can do something about this future. And if we want to change the past and not allow it again, we have to make it better. The third thing is forgive. Forgive. Forgive people. Be a forgiving person. But don't take people forgiveness for granted. Don't continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. That's not truly asking for forgiveness. You just doing it to say forgive me, and then you think that person's just gonna sit there and stay. And then if you're being the person that is forgiving, just know that when you forgive, you never speak about it again. Yes, it is in Q's world being a repeat offender. A repeat offender. So forgive, but never speak about it again. Don't throw it back up in the person's face. Um, the fourth thing is, guys, is make memories. Don't take your family and the people that are very important in your life for granted. Time waits on no one, baby. It's 24 hours in a day. And if you need to spend some time with somebody to get some things right, spend some time with the people that you love and make memories with them. L- Love on them because let me tell you something. Like I said, time waits on nobody. It don't. And you may not wake up tomorrow and they could be gone. They could be gone and you didn't get out what you wanted to get out to them. You didn't want, if you want to spend time with someone that you really love, make that time because you never know when they last day. I understand that it's serious and I don't mean to be so serious about it because, like, I kind of live with regret with my father because I felt like I could have spent enough time with him. But when he was passing away, I was right there. I was right there. But see, I was young and didn't understand. I wanted to live my life because I thought that he was always going to be there. And then it turned out he died at 57 years old. And so now my mom, I cherish the time with my mom. I make memories with my mom. That's why y'all see, like, on Mother's Day, on her birthday, we do different things for her because I want my mom to know I love her. I want her to know I appreciate all the wisdom and things that she has gave me because I wouldn't be able to do these daily tips. So the fifth thing is, guys, be yourself. Be your authentic self. Don't compare your life to other people. Don't take yourself for granted. Do things that makes you happy. Can't nobody live your life but you. So, guys, I am. I just want to say thank you. These are the daily tips. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that has come on this live stream and just gave me support. Um, it this taking this what I talked about is taking things for granted because I think that's what we in this world. There's a lot of things that we take for granted. It's a lot of things that we have to think about. Some of the things that we're not we don't take seriously. Having a roof over your head, having a roof over your head and having clothes on your back and having a mind. You're not living in depression. You're not homeless. You're not feeling down and out for yourself. Think about that. Think about for granted or your husband for granted and think that he always going to accept you mistreating them or being abusive to them. One day they may wake up and say, I ain't taking this no more. I ain't taking, and you ain't taking care of the house. You ain't taking care of the kids. You're cheating on me. You're taking me for granted. And they may decide to walk away. And what would you do? Don't take those people in your life for granted. Love on them. Show them how important they are in your life, honestly, because I tell you, time waits on no one. Think about it. Almost July. Oh, thank you, positive mukbanger. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's all about, like you said, like it says, I encourage someone. I want to encourage someone. It's not about me and how I feel. It's about encouraging somebody because let me tell you something. I need some encouraging myself. I need some encouraging myself. So guys, we got a few announcements here today, and then I'm gonna let you go. I'm going to let you go. So, um, if you have not watched my review on "Don't Let God Smell Your Panties" review on yesterday, if you have not listened to that review, go ahead and listen to the review and purchase the book. Don't and on the end of July, I will be doing the second book review called, and that book will be called "My Panties Clean." And I will be doing an interview with the author Tracy Allen on in August. And then today, guys, everyone say happy anniversary to Tremel and Joseph. Happy anniversary. It's their second year anniversary. Congratulations, guys. Y'all made it 2 years. That is a blessing. That's a blessing. Y'all love for each other still show. So happy anniversary, Tremel and Joseph. If you guys have not, this evening, guys, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tremel and Joseph will be live. Hey, Lady C, how you doing, Lady C? How you doing, Lady C? So make sure you guys tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tremel and Joseph will be live and having an anniversary celebration. Um, as well, guys. Um, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys this because this is after we read Tracy's book. I have another book that I want you guys to read, and I'm on the book cover. This is a book. It's called Sweet Gum. It was the author is Aretha Renee. I hope you guys see it. It's called Sweet Gum. It should be on Amazon, guys. But I am on this book. I never told anybody that I was on this book, but I am on this book, and it's called Sweet Gum. It's on Amazon. It's on Amazon, and we're going to read this book after we do My Panties Clean. She asked me to be on her book cover, so this is me on her book cover. So look forward to reading Sweet Gum. So guys, um, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you with this message. Um, a quote. I always leave you guys with this quote. Leave you guys with a quote. And shout out to the TBT squad. We will be having a panel We will be having a panel on July the 24th. So look forward to that. And blogs and fishing will be our blogs and fiction will be our um, host. So this is what I want to leave with you to guys today. If life were predictable, it will cease to be life and be without flavor. That is life hacks. So no, it's called sweet gum. It's called sweet gum. It's called sweet gum. These are the books that we need. I'm gonna write in the chat before I go with the books that we need to read, and I'm gonna do a review on. I have already did the review on Don't Let God Smell Your Panties. I already has did the review on that one, and then My Panties Are Clean. I will be doing the review on that. Yes, on July, in end of July. So sweet gum, and I am on that book cover. I was ashamed of telling y'all at first that I was on the book cover. Then my little girl, she found this book. She said, "Look, Mama, you on this book." So I said, "You know what? Let me tell the people about the book." So thank you guys so much for coming. Jamel and Joseph will be live at 10 o'clock. So guys, make sure. Hold on. Yeah, 10 p.m., 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So they will be live. So I'll see you guys later. Have a happy Tuesday. I'll see y'all later on in the day. Have a good day. 11 a.m. 11 a.m.